changed all my wrongs to rights. Now I'm a gangster.
I am a hip-hop gamer.
Get money! Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode, Get Money Gamers. You already know what it is, man. I got my man Greg Garvin. Is Garvin? Garvin. I got it right. I don't like making, messing up people's names. You know what I'm saying? Right. So now, first off, what I really want to talk to you about, like I said, the show's about inspiration. What I want to talk to you about is, in the world of hip hop, I see you doing amazing things, working with Maino, and it's like you're the brand manager. And it seems like in this world, especially in the world of music, culture and everything, people have a fear of it sometimes. They be like, I don't want to get in that world. It's so dog eat dog, and you know what I mean? But your approach to it, it seems like you have just a different mindset on how you approach brand management and working with people. So what's some of the things that you do or what you're doing differently to find success in this space?
It always starts with building a relationship with the actual person, right? Okay. I think hip hop in the past, it's always been more of a corporate structure, right? It's like they see what they want in you and then they market that. There's never really an idea or a concept of what an artist actually wants or where does an artist fit, right? So I think that is the first thing, right? We create more of an intimacy with artists, right? So I'm like, I want to know everything about the artist. I don't want to just have some little footnotes and kind of try to figure out, no, we build a relationship. And that's what it's really, based on.
So on a day-to-day basis, getting into the space of just brand management, what is, I think that's the question that a lot of people want to know. What is brand management? Because it's like people get their own thoughts on what something is, but you're doing it. So what is brand management to you and how does it help people?
I mean, you got to start with the brand first, right? What is a brand? And once you understand what a brand is something that everyone recognizes. Everyone can have a relationship with that and understand that brand, right? Like it's always a reason on why you use a certain deodorant or a certain soap or you eat a certain food or it's because you trust that product, right? That's your product. So you got to understand the brand first. Managing it is basically what you're putting around the brand. That's going to expand it, So it's not like it's a magic trick. It's basically understanding the brand and how to package it, where to package it, where does it sit, how does it evolve, and what relationships that grows from that brand. So that's what brand management is.
So nowadays, a lot of times, anybody that has a passion to do anything in brand management, a lot of times people beat themselves up because they feel like, well, I don't know this person. How do I get to them? They don't talk to me. Like, I'm a nobody, stuff like that. So what's some of the hardships or some of the struggles that you've encountered during this, whole journey and stuff like that you managed to break through, that other people, they could be at that moment right now where they got to break through?
It's sacrifice, and that's the key, right? That's the most important thing, and understanding, are you strong enough and willing enough to take the sacrifice, right? It's not always going to be monetary, right? It's not. I think anything that you do in life that's really going to make you happy and that you're going to be passionate about, in the beginning, it's not going to be monetary, right? Gotcha. I think the most difficult thing is learning how to monetize your passion, right?
Yo. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. So the next thing I want to say, and I think this is more a bit of a crafty question, but what I look at when I'm looking at anything or anyone that's trying to be successful, I look at points of reference and stuff like that. So what was the first thing that you did? What about you that said, this is what I want to do. I want to manage people or manage brands. But in the process of doing that, what did you have to go through within yourself to even give yourself a right shot at it?
I mean, I learned early, and I was taught this early. You can do anything you really want to do if you set your mind to it. You find that one thing or that one person who is relatable to what you are trying to get into and do everything that person did. Take step by step, learning that product. I studied Steve Stoute. I watched every interview. I read every book. Followed his Instagram. I mean, the world that we live in today, it's kind of easy to kind of get that person insight, right? You could just social media, LinkedIn. You know, I was a stalker, right? That's what you can say.
Hey, yo, you gotta do what you gotta do. I get it.
I call that being studying.
Yeah.
That was me getting my master's. Studying Steve Stoute, right? Because in the world that I'm in, to me, he's that person. He's that level of success that you try to reach. So I studied Steve Stoute.
So in the process of studying Steve Stoute, because I think that's genius what you said, like, and I think y'all should really, like, immediately, if you're watching this video, pick up on that, because that right there is powerful. The next thing I would say is, now that you're at where you're at, you know, sometimes people get complacent because they found a little bit of success. You know what I'm saying? So how tougher, like, you know, like, does it get as you trying to grow and grow and grow? Because I think one of the biggest problems nowadays with people in general is that they get stuck when they get to one little area and then it all falls.
First and foremost, I'm not where I want to be at. I don't think I ever will reach that point because there's always a different level to get to, right? Like Jay-Z could have been just a rapper, right?
Fair enough, fair enough.
That was he reached the height of that, right? So he wanted to be a businessman. He reached the height, came back to rap. I think that the energy that you put in yourself is being how consistent you want to be and what you're trying to do, and that's what it is. It's not. I'm not gonna put a ceiling on where I'm gonna go. I don't see that, right? I want to get to where I'm comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, but even when I'm comfortable, I think I'm gonna get comfortable at that space, but I'm gonna want another level of comfortability.
That's what I'm talking about. I got two more questions for you. Why should people work with you?
I'm a creative, you know, and you want to work with someone that's a creative. You want to work with someone who has an understanding of, in this culture space, how to monetize in this culture space. You know, so, and then above and beyond, you know, beyond that is that I'm gonna work. It ain't gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna give you 110%, not 100%. I'm gonna give you the 110%.
Now, last question. I'm a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we here, this is Get Money Gamers. Like, what are your thoughts on the gaming space, and how do you feel the gaming space could help elevate what you're doing right now for the artists that you're working with, whether it's Maino or anyone else that you look to work with?
Well, look at the gaming community, right? I feel like the gaming community is a solid buying community. Without music incorporated into the gaming world, I mean, think about the history of gaming, right? Atari started in, what, 1973, when did hip-hop started.
Hold on, my man, that was hold on. All right, cool.
So
cool.
I think the gaming world and hip-hop grew up together, right? It's like,
absolutely.
If you talk to anyone is at the age of, what, 45, maybe 35, they understand we kind of elevated together. You watch the height of where gaming can go, you watch the height of where hip-hop can go. So those two worlds work hand in hand.
Yo, dude, we got to talk after this. When we get off the camera, we got to talk.
Gotcha.
So look, let them know where they can find you at and something new that you got working that you're working on.
I'm working on a lot. It would be too much to sit here and go through.
All right, cool, got you.
But you can see, you know, you can always find me at Sir Connector. Sir, SIR_Connector.
And real quick, why do they call you Sir Connector?
Because I'm connecting the dots, baby.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. So look, one love and God bless. On the count of three, we're going to say Get Money Gamers. You ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Get Money Gamers. Let's go.